This is the second video. Unfortunately, I don't know how to make them continuous, but I wanted to show you the crankshaft position sensor in my 2007 Toyota Camry LE 4-cylinder. And I wanted to show you what the part looks like and how you access it. And here's the other part here. This is the original part I was telling you about. Excuse me. This is the part that I showed you that connects, and this is the wire that runs down under or near the what do you call that thing? Well, you know what I'm talking about, the alternator. Okay, it's this one screw here that goes in, you know, in that little piece here, and this is the part that goes inside the shaft. Okay, this piece here goes on here, of course, and then of course that's the only screw. It's a 10mm screw, and you have to access that area over here. This is on the passenger side of the car, and inside the wheel well is this little panel here. Let's see, I'm gonna try to focus it. There we go. That little panel here. There are 10mm screws, just 2 of them. You just take that panel out, and you can access the little bolt. You'll need a 10mm screw, excuse me, a 10mm open end wrench, like so, the closed end, and you can get it in there, and you just take it off. And of course, you'll need a large or some sort of large flathead screwdriver, like so. And you'll actually, let me come back over here. It will sit inside the unit like so, and you'll remove this screw here. And what you have to do once you remove that screw, you put this in there into the body, and then you wiggle it side to side, and it pops out. Now, when you get ready to put this back in, of course, you'll need to put a little oil on this gasket here, this rubber gasket or bushing or whatever you want to call this thing, and then you put it back in. Now, trying to get it back in is going to be a little difficult because it's so tight in there, you can't really push it in there. So what I did, I used the back end of a thing like this. It's a clamp that I use when I do woodworking. I just use this piece here. It's out of focus, but what I did was, just so you know, this area here is where it's going to be a little difficult. So when you put your thing back on there, when you put it back on the motor, you're going to have to push this little thing in. That little space in between the circle and that flat piece just under the wire, that's what you put this flat piece on, and you just give it a push, because the oil is gonna, what it's gonna do is gonna allow that rubber bushing to slide into that little hole. You'll see it once you take it off. You'll know exactly where it is. You slide that piece into there, put your screw back on, plug your sensor into that space that I just showed you. Let me go back through it one more time so you'll see what I'm talking about. I may have gone too fast. Okay, here we go. Okay, so on the right side, just above, this is the passenger side, this is the alternator, and this is the serpentine belt. I forgot to mention that. In order to get to that bolt there, to make it easier, you may have to take that off. I did, but I don't think I needed to. Yes, I'm sorry, I did. I did need to take this serpentine belt off. Now, if you do that, there's a screw right in here that's basically the belt tensioner. I can't, do it with my hand and see that screw there, right here, right there, that one. That's a 3/4 socket or a 19 millimeter. You just pull that down, take the belt off, and you'll be able to get down. Now, I'm gonna show you this one little thing here that you will have to do, because you will have to tuck the cord or the wire behind the there's a part on the alternator here. You can see it right here. I don't know if you can see my finger here, but right back here, that screw is going to have to be taken out. And there's another one just under here. It's a 12 millimeter. You just have to untighten that one or loosen that one. This one, this bolt here, will have to come out totally. The one that's right here. It's kind of hard to show you. Well, that bolt right there, the one that's at the tip of my finger, you'll have to take that out, and then you'll have to tilt. You'll have to tilt the alternator forward in order for you to tuck this wire behind there. There's a little screw. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if I can zoom in on that. There you go. Yep. There you go. See that little clip there? You'll have to squeeze that in there, and then you'll be good. All right. And it just goes down. There's a little tract just below the serpentine belt. I can't get there because of my phone, but you'll probably see it. Let's see. Nah, can't get it. A little bit. There's it. There it is. It's a little track there that you can see, but you know, you'll be able to scoot that back down in there. Then of course you can put everything back together. So that's my story. It's an easy thing to do. Just takes a little patience. Of course, this is my first time doing it, so I'm not a mechanic. I just took my time, looked at it, looked over. I'm good at puzzles, so I kind of figured some things out. But I haven't had to do anything to my 2007 Camry LE sedan, 4-cylinder. But for the most part, it does pretty well. So hopefully this will help you. Hopefully I'll be able to put another video or so on there, because I do home repair, and that's what I usually do. And next project, I'll just put another video on, and hopefully it'll help you. If you need to reach me, you can reach me at begholston@yahoo.com. That's begholston@yahoo.com. Hopefully this helps you, and hey, happy fixing stuff. All right, talk to you later. Bye-bye.